go to any other fucking federation, once she was let go, nobody would even know who the hell she is right now.
True. Yeah.
But, again, she did learn her shit. But in just in terms of the labeling. It's in terms of the labeling.
I know, and this is what we're doing.
Yeah. Who else came out?
Terry Reynolds.
Now, trendsetter, yes.
Yes. I give Terry Reynolds that trendsetter and legendary status simply because of the fact that when they were just slightly emerging from the Attitude Era, there was Marlena, Sable, and Sunny.
Yep.
Sunny...
They were the three.
Yes. Sunny, at that point, was on her way out a little bit. She wasn't doing as much. She was, doing hosting and more photo shoots as opposed to managing. Sable was managing, but she was more so a valet until they turned her into a wrestler. And then there was Marlena / Terry Reynolds, who was a great mainstay as a manager.
And then she went into that program with China, that's how they debut China. And it worked a fabulous little mini program together. They really did.
Absolutely. But as far as the legendary trendsetter status, yes, I do incorporate her as that because, again, she was a mainstay manager and she was a great fucking manager.
So all those taglines I will give to Marlene.
Yes.
Next we have up is Maurice. Okay, Maurice, I wouldn't put... I put trendsetter. Mm-hmm. I would say trendsetter. She was very different compared to anybody else they ever had.
Yes.
And had she had a longer, more productive run, I think she could have fallen into those other categories.
Absolutely.
Was she great in the ring? No. But she trained hard.
Mm-hmm.
She had, she worked. She worked her ass off, and she used the tools that she had to the best of her ability. Mm-hmm. She was definitely a trendsetter, without a doubt. I think, even that she's taking the break now, and obviously, will we ever see her back post having a baby? I don't know. I don't think we will. She might make an appearance here and there, but as far as a full-time basis like she just had, I think this, this is going to be it.
See, my whole thing with Maurice is I think she could have been something 10 times bigger had that whole flub not happened with the contracts and the Bellas.
Yeah.
Had she remained on contract and stayed just as long as the Bellas have, I think she could have been something so much bigger. Absolutely.
Huge. I think she would have been huge.
Oh, yeah.
The fans always reacted to her.
Yes.
And everything like that. Now, the Bellas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're none of the above. And how tacky is it? Everybody comes out dressed, and then, of course, Nikki Bella has got to get in her gear. Nikki Bella had to get in her gear.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And it's just like...
Yeah.
All I'm going to say in terms of them, AJ Lee's pipe bomb on them is the truth.
Yes.
Period.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
That was the truth.
Yes. I mean, I'm half and half with this. I'm on the fence as far as the Bella Twins. Nikki Bella, I personally, I do not like her. I do not like her as a worker. I do not like her wrestling. Everything she's doing is simply because who she is with. Whereas Brie
gave it a go. She gave it a good attempt the last year.
Yeah, and I actually do respect her. The only thing that I do not respect is the fact that she's trying to jump back into wrestling simply because her husband is back in wrestling. Now, this is a position I've spoken to you about many, many times. It is so difficult to stay away from wrestling when your significant other is still currently in wrestling. So I get it. I totally get it, and I get why she wants to do it. And her doing it just that one time, if she does the Rumble, I would actually be like, all right, cool. Because you know what? You got to get the bug out. If she doesn't get the bug out, then determine whether or not this is what you want to do, or if you do want to stay retired. Whereas the other one...
Yeah. Now, so... The point of bringing all this up was because now now here comes the predictions and the Vegas odds, so to speak. Out of this bunch, who do you think will appear in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble?
Out of the bunch that was at Raw? I want to say Jackie.
Jackie, definitely. You gotta put Jackie in it.
Michelle McCool's gonna be in it.
Yeah, that was the one we left out. Okay, Michelle McCool was another one. I'm sorry, we left her out on all this.
Yeah.
Michelle McCool, women's champion and all this stuff, and they pushed her to the moon, and nobody gave a shit.
Yep.
Nobody cared.
No.
She, as much as she tried, people didn't like her, and it wasn't not liking her in a heel fashion. They just genuinely did not like her.
She was very bland.
She was bland. She was not liked. It's one thing if you don't like you and you're a heel. That's your job. You know?
Oh.
Like Jinder Mahal. What happened? Did I offend somebody?
No.
What?
Falazan.
Falazan.
Wow, awesome.
I missed that kid.
You know, again, she wasn't liked because she was bland. She was terrible, and everything like that. And I think after a while, it gave off the impression she's like, well, I'm married to the Undertaker, my shit don't stink.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it came off that way. I'm not saying she was like that. It just came off that way.
That's exactly why she got the push, because she was the Undertaker.
Yeah, so
just like how Nikki Bella is with John Cena.
But again, you know, she didn't really leave a mark. So now going back to what you're saying,
yes,
Michelle McCool, because she's gonna want to get one more bug out of her.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Michelle McCool's going to be in it. Jacqueline's going to be in it. Definitely.
Obviously, Maria Kanellis will not be doing it.
No, Maria and Maurice, they're obviously not going to be doing it. They're kind of preggers at the moment, and they look so cute. Preggers.
Okay, now here's the interesting one.
The Bellas will obviously be in it.
The Bellas are going to do it. Nikki's got to be a part of history. You know, I'm a history maker every time she was in our history. You know, look at this, sweetheart. You have the longest Divas titles reign, and nobody gives a shit. Nobody will ever recognize it because the previous person that was the longest is still the only one anybody will ever count.
Exactly.
Period.
Okay.
But anyway, I lost my train of thought.
Who else is going to be in it that's in that list?
Now, what do you think the percentage odds of Trish actually doing this?
Yeah, I think she will.
Because I'm on the fence. Because
you know
she seems to me like she's almost, like as much as she said, put it on Twitter, oh, where's my boots and everything like that, and how she said she is open, she is very much involved in being a mother. She's got 2 kids now and everything like that. And will she want to put herself at risk like that? And it almost seems like, yes, she likes making her appearances and it makes her happy, but it also seems like she's content not getting into. She gives off a very Shawn Michaels vibe about it. Like, I'm cool making an appearance. If you want me to do a move or something like that, I'll do that. But it doesn't see. She just gives off that vibe like, I'm okay if I don't do anything else. I'll just pop up, I'll do a thing, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you think of the odds of her actually doing the Rumble off?
I think she would be down for the Rumble 100% if she knew that Lita was doing it with her.
Because they could work together.
Yes,
and
I don't see her hopping in with, you know, a lot of the newer crowd simply because, you know, she does have that slight humble aspect where, you know, she's going to sit there and go, yeah, okay, I was great, but
I'm not on you guys' level.
Yeah, you guys are much better than me.
This is a way different level. It's kind of like, you know, again, and I'm not tooting your own horn because I know how you felt about your in-ring ability.
Oh, it's terrible.
But like,
it was okay.
When the business was in transition, it was kind of still because you were trained old school.
Yes.
You were comfortable with old school, but then when they wanted you to move and started working with newer girls, even you were like, I'm not on because the business at that time was WSU was picking up and Shimmer was just kind of becoming a thing and women were changing the way they wrestling to be more they were changing to be wrestlers and that's when you step back and you're like, all right, this is not
exactly.
I'm not on this level
and it's nothing.
And I think that's where Trish is at. Trish for her time period was good, but take Trish Stratus in her prime and put her into the division now, she would be so lost because the business and the girls have changed so much. Yes. And everything like that.
Quick question: are there 30 women on the main roster? No, there are not. No, that is like why
10 empty spots.
Yeah, there's 10 empty slots.
They are doing some call-ups. Yeah, there are some NXT call-ups that will be happening to fill those spots as well as surprise things. And we're gonna get to all the speculated ones as well. We're gonna get to the speculations. We're getting there.
Yes.
Now, in terms of the real icons and trendsetters that didn't appear, that everybody's been mentioning, that hopefully will appear or not. Molly Holly.
I don't think she would.
You don't think she?
No.
But I believe she did. She was a trainer for them for a while.
Yes.
And everything like that, and OVW and everything.
Yeah,
so you don't think Molly's gonna do it?
No, I don't think she's gonna do it. She just seems very happy and content with where she is right now in her current life. That she just. Why look back? You know? Right. Especially, I mean, I could sort of understand it, especially she came from that women's wrestling era where, yes, there was women's wrestling, but there was also that need to be sexy and to be eye candy and boobies and
that wasn't her.
And that wasn't her at all. Yeah. So on one hand, I could see her kind of going, yes, I was a women's wrestler, I was a great women's wrestler, blah, 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 but there's a huge part of that past I'm sure she doesn't look back at fondly. Yeah. You know?
All right. Ivory.
I would love to see Ivory.
Yeah, I could see her.
I would love to.
And the thing is,
But-
again, again, these are people we're talking about that should have been on the road that weren't categorized.
Mm-hmm.
She's a legend.
She's a legend. She's a trendsetter.
Yeah.
She's an icon. She's all those things.
Yes.
Victoria, I would love to see it.
I
don't think it's gonna happen. I don't even think WWE has even approached her about it.
Other than the fact that, if I'm correct, she physically cannot do it right now. I think she's either injured or sick, something of that nature. I don't think they would ever ask her to, simply because she went to a house show or a Raw show recently, and she was snubbed due to the fact that all of her shit leaked at the same time Paige's did, and hers were like way more hardcore.
Yeah.
So they're kind of shunning her at the moment too.
Yeah. So and it's sad because honestly, Trish Stratus, other than her feud with Mickie James, Trish Stratus there's 3 people Trish Stratus owes her career to.
Mm-hmm.
Lita,
Yep.
Mickie James, and Victoria.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those were her 3 principal feuds that really
Oh, okay. We're talking
made
about
her, that really, really, really made her career.
Okay.
And it was those 3, without a doubt.
Because I was about to say the storyline where they finally turned her heel and she joined Christian.
Yeah.
I think that helped her career as far as character goes.
Oh, it just,
that's something totally different.
No, in terms of her in-ring career,
Yes.
those 3 women made her career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because her feud with Victoria, because Victoria was a solid worker. Lita, you know, they had great chemistry, and of course, her and Mickie James.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame that we're probably not going to see her. There was another, from what I understand, AJ Lee's best friend. Oh,
Caitlyn.
Yeah.
I think we might see a surprise appearance by Caitlyn, because she did do an indie booking recently, and she has been training.
You know who I think is going to make a surprise appearance? I haven't said it yet. Mercedes.
Yes, it was funny.
I would love to see Mercedes make
I think they're going
appearance.
to fill the 30 spots. I do see them pulling some of the girls from the tournament
and
everything like that. Obviously, we're going to see some of the more popular NXT girls up there. I definitely see Mercedes eye on her and everything like that. And though she's higher up in age, there's been talks of maybe even a trainer, maybe even a trainer because she has knowledge and everything like that. So I think Mercedes could possibly be a good thing. Now, of course, the biggest rumor of roaming around is Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey.
I sincerely hope not.
Now, Rousey has gone on record. This was known before. She put on record, and TMZ just put the video out, and she went on record and said it. She had just left the country she just left to Colombia yesterday to go finish filming Mile 88 or something like that, whatever it's called, with Mark Wahlberg. She's going to be gone for at least 2 months or so. Now, okay, that potentially could put her out of it. However, let's not negate this fact. WWE doesn't have a problem plunking money down if they really want somebody at an event. I.e., when Bray Wyatt was benched and they needed freaking AJ Styles to come work Finn Balor, and they flew AJ Styles from halfway across the world within a day.
Yeah.
Who's to say they wouldn't do the same thing for a Ronda Rousey? So, it's 50-50. I mean, could Ronda, she's like, there is no deal, she said there is no deal struck between her and the WWE, even though, like, her and Triple H were spotted having dinner a couple weeks ago and everything like that, trying to, I guess, negotiate things and everything like that. What do you think percentage chances of her actually showing up to do Rumble?
What do I think the percentages are of her showing up?
Yeah.
I would say 50-50.
Yeah.
What do I feel? I don't want her to do it. I don't even want her to be signed, to be perfectly honest with you.
I mean,
Because, okay.
her UFC career is like kind of over.
Yes.
The one loss, I can't leave it like that,
Lord knows she's a longtime fan.
This is where the problem comes in, okay? I love Ronda Rousey as a fighter. I do. But at this juncture in women's wrestling, do you really need to get women that are, to paraphrase, just coming out of a model magazine? You have women that are there training. You have women that are in the indies. You have women that are training to be on the indies. Stay the course. Stay the course like you would do with the men. Yeah. Don't just pluck someone because they have a fighting background and because they're a fan. I
mean, the other aspect was, trying to put quote-unquote asses in the seats. And the thing is, they don't really need her for that because they have women that do that.
Yeah.
Fans love Alexa Bliss. Yeah. Fans love Asuka. fans love Becky Lynch. Fans love Charlotte Flair. As much as we hate to say it, there are people out there that like Sasha Banks.